ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನಾನು ಅಭಿಜಿತ್ ಜೈಕರ್. ಸಿಇಟಿ ಕೋಚಿಂಗಿನ ಮುಂದುವರೆದ ಭಾಗವಾಗಿ today we are learning about this chapter called AP and GP. In your textbook you call it as sequence and series. Again, as I was saying, this is the first PUC chapter and it has capacity of 8 max 1 question in a question paper. So this chapter is mainly comprised of either a AP or a GP. ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ಅರ್ಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಐ ವುಡ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ರಷ್ ಅಪ್ ಯುವರ್ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ವಿತ್ ದಟ್. ಸೊ ಅರ್ಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಷನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕುಕ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 2 ಇಂಗ್ರೀಡಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಎರಡೇ ಸತ್ವ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು, ಒಂದು ಎ ಮತ್ತೆ ಡಿ. ಮೊದಲನೆಯ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ T1. T1 ಆಗಿ ಎ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. T2 ಡಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಆಡೆಡ್ ಒನ್ಸ್. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಗೆ ಡಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಆಡೆಡ್ ಒನ್ಸ್. ಥರ್ಡ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಗೆ ಡಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಆಡೆಡ್ twice. This is T1, this is T2, this is T3 and this is T4. T4 has D 3 times. For T3 has D 2 times and T2 has D 1 time. So at nth term ಗೆ D ಎಷ್ಟು ಸತಿ ಬರಬೇಕು? 4ಕ್ಕೆ 3, 3ಕ್ಕೆ 2, 2ಕ್ಕೆ 1 ಆದ್ರೆ n ಗೆ n-1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So Tn is nothing but, I can write it as A plus, how many times D comes? n-1 into D. Similarly, if I make the series of it, it is a sequence. Series is nothing but I go on adding these terms. So if I add all these terms, it is nothing but Sn. We take the first term A and we take the last term Tn, or sometimes we also call it as L. We take that as last term and we divide it by 2. That's where I get the center term. Okay, so if that you multiply to n, then you will get the Sn. This formula you can also write it as n by 2 into, if you expand Tn, you will get 2a plus n-1 into D. So these are all the formulas on AP. So AP is all about addition. So what is GP all about? It is all about multiplication. Even GP is cooked with only 2 ingredients, A and R. So of course the first term we call it as T1. The second term we call it as T2. T1 is A. So what is T2? It has R once. And what is T3? It has R twice. What is T4? We multiply R thrice. So at Tn, how many times we multiply R? We multiply R n-1 time. So what is Tn? It is AR. How many times you are multiplying? n-1. So we give the power n-1. Now, when we are trying to make this as series, we will be adding these terms. So when we add, there are 2 categories here, where D had the capacity to be both positive and negative, but the formula was same for both. Here R has capacity of being less than 1 and greater than 1. So if R is less than 1, if R is less than 1, Sn will have the, since R is less than 1, so the denominator should be positive. So we take 1 minus R, because since R is lesser than 1, it is the same. The same thing we write in the numerator with power n and we multiply A. Very similarly, if I have R is greater than 1, what is Sn? R minus 1, because R is bigger than 1. The same thing follows in the numerator with the power n and we multiply by A. And an amazing formula is there in this chapter, that is S infinity. What is S infinity? S infinity happens if and only if R is less than 1. When R is less than 1, this is the formula. They are saying n value is infinity. If n value is infinity, here you will get infinity. So R to the power of infinity is 0. It will become 0. It's very small. When I take such things, what is 1 minus 0? Is 1. So in the numerator we are left with only A. In denominator we are left with 1 minus R. We will start with the old question paper problems on this chapter. My dear students, this is the only question from APGP chapter in 2019 paper. So let's see what is the question. The question says the third term of GP is 9. So what is the third term? That is T3. T3 is 9. So the product of its first 5 terms. So I have to multiply the first 5 terms. So what is the first term? The first term is A. The second term is AR. The third term is AR square. The fourth term is AR cube. And the fifth and the final term is AR to the power of 4. Now, how many times A comes? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So A to the power of 5. How many times the R comes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So R comes 10 times. So if the power is same, I can put it as single power. So I will write it as AR square to the power of 5, and A also has power of 5. Now R square also has power 5, A also has power 5. So I can write it as AR square whole to the power of 5. I know the value of AR square because what is T3? T3 is nothing but AR square. So T3 is nothing but AR square. So AR square is nothing but 9. So what is it? 9 to the power of 5. But all the options, if you consider, this is in terms of 3, this is also in term of 3, this is also in term of 3, this is also in term of 3. So if I convert this in term of 3, so it is 3 square whole to the power of 5. So that is nothing but 3 to the power of 10. That is your right answer. The only question from 2017. So what does the question say? There is A, B, C are the 3 consecutive terms of AP and X, Y, Z are the 3 consecutive terms of a GP. Then X to the power of B minus C, Y to the power of C minus A and Z to the power of A minus B is equal to what? See, to solve this, I feel you can take an example. Say the simplest of all the example for 3 consecutive terms of AP, I can say 1, 2 and 3. And very similarly, the formal example for of GP is always 1, 2 and 4. This will be 3 and 4. Hope you understand what I am talking. Now, if you substitute that here, X value is 1, B value is 2 and C value is 3. Y value is 2, C value is 3 and A value is 1. And I will have Z value is 4 and A value is 1 and B value is 2. So you can simply solve it. This will become 1 to the power of minus 1. 1 to the power of minus 1 is 1 itself. And here I will have 2 to the power of 2. 2 to the power of 2 is 4. And here I will have 4 to the power of minus 1. 4 to the power of minus 1 is 1 by 4. So if you simplify it, you will simply get it as 1. So option D is your right answer. So here is the only question from APGP in 2017 question paper, and it has an amazing shortcut. That is, I have to find the sum up to n terms. N can be anything. I take n as 2. When n is 2, what is the sum? The sum is 8. When n is equal to 2. So put that in the option. When n is 2, what happens here? 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are, it gives 8. Here, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 square is not 8. 2 square is not 8. 2 minus 1 into 2 is again not 8. So option A is the only one which satisfies the condition of nth term. So option A is your nth term for this series. Only problem from 2015. What is happening here is they have given the second and fifth term. Observe carefully. Second term is 24 and fifth term is 3. That means as the GP is progressing, the value is decreasing. That means R is less than 1. What is their question? The sum of 6 terms. That first 6 terms is your question. So that means there are 6 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. The second term is 24. The fifth term is 3. Not all problem has this graceful appearance, but here you can easily manage to fill these two gaps because it is decreasing, and it is decreasing in a manner of divided by 2. 24 divided by 2 is 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. It's easy here for this problem. So I have 24 divided by 2 is 12. 12 by 2 is 6 and 3. And finally it is 3 by 2 here. And it will be 48 this side. Agreed everybody? They had given only 24 and 3. The other terms we managed to find by simple appearance of these two numbers. Now what is their question? I need to add. What is 48 plus 24 plus 12 plus 6 plus 3 is 96, and I have to do adding of 3 by 2. What is 96 into 2? 96 into 2 is 186 plus 3 divided by 2. What is 186 plus 3 divided by 2? It's directly given here. Option A, 189 divided by 2 is your right answer. Again, this is the only question from APGP from 2016 question paper. In the previous question paper, I had spoken about the nth term. Here they are talking about sum of first n terms. The procedure is absolutely same. So we're going to take n as 2. So what is the sum? What is 1 divided by 1 is 1. Plus, what is 1 square? 1. What is 2 square? Is 5. It's 5 by 3. So what is 5? 3 ones are 3 and 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 by 3 when n is equal to 2. So what happens now is I will be putting n as 2 here. So when n is 2, which option gives me 8 by 3? So when I put n is 2 here, so 2 plus 2 is 4. It is 4 by 3. So this is not the right answer. When I put n here, it is 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 2s are 8. It is giving me 8 by 3. So this is a potential answer. Let's see any other option gives me that. So it is 2 minus 2 here. It will become 0. So it is 0 divided by 3. And here again this is also 0 divided by 3. So option B is the only potential answer when n is equal to 2. So that should follow for all the values of n. So option B is the right answer. So here the last question paper from 2014. This is the only question from APGP. Consider an infinite geometric series. So what is the formula for infinite geometric series? It comes as S infinity is equal to A divided by 1 minus R. With the first term as A and common ratio as R, if the sum is 4, they are saying this sum is 4. The second term is 3 by 4. They are saying second term is 3 by 4. What is second term? T2. What is T2? AR. AR is equal to 3 by 4. So when I multiply A into R, I should get 3 by 4. When I put this, I should get 4. So they have given A value and R value. So A into R, this is the easiest way for substitution. If I multiply these two, do I get 3 by 4? No, I don't get 3 by 4. If I multiply these two, do I get 3 by 4? Yes, I get 3 by 4. When I multiply these two, do I get 3 by 4? Yes, I get 3 by 4. When I multiply, do I get 3 by 4? Yes, I do. So option A got ruled out. Now let's go for this substitution. So I will substitute for S infinity. When S infinity, it is 3 divided by 1 minus 1 by 4. And of course, this will become 3 divided by 3 by 4. 3 gets cancelled, 4 comes up. So option B satisfies both the equation. So option B is the right answer.